Welcome to Griffin Fly MTG. So today we're doing the third set of...
Week 3.
Yeah, week 3 for game weeks or triple G
We still
as we
don't-
called it last time.
We don't know what we're calling it.
Yeah,
A bunch of games
yeah.
with Greg and Griffin.
Games with Greg and Griffin. Yeah,
Okay.
let's try it.
The first one is 13 questions.
All right.
Like 20 questions as a kid, you only have 13 questions to guess which card I have in my hand.
All right.
I actually have to get the card ready. I'm ready.
Is it permanent?
It's not.
Is it multicolored?
It's not.
Is it...
Hold on. I am making sure I'm doing this. All right. I'm in good shape. Now you're curious.
All right.
2 questions in, right?
Does it have green or white in the casting cost?
It does.
Is it green?
It's not.
So white, instant or sorcery. Is it an instant?
It is.
Is it 1 mana?
It is.
Is it Source of Plowshares?
Damn it. It is.
You went with one of the best, like legitimately best removal spells in the game of Magic.
I was thinking that maybe you would think that I wouldn't go for such an obvious card and that I would like try to dig deep and that you would skip some of the more obvious ones. All right. That wasn't my best. That's not how you think it through?
Far ahead. It's
Okay.
like what makes sense is a 1 mana white instant. Let's go for the most obvious.
This is part of the problem, right? I don't know how many there are. So once you get that close, I did this with blue, right? I picked and I'm like, oh, and you said there are so many, and some of the commenters said that there are so many. I think it was a 2 mana blue.
You went with a 2 mana blue counterspell.
Well, again, I don't know how many there are. Apparently there are a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is fair.
You ready for another one?
Let's do this.
13 questions, just like 20 questions as a kid, but you only get 13 questions to choose or figure out if you know which card I'm holding.
All right. Is it a permanent?
It is.
Is it multicolored?
I shouldn't have chosen this card. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to say no.
So
There might be a lot of asides on this one.
I'm looking for like color identity, not just casting cost. So if they're
So read the text.
are there pips with?
Okay, so ask the question again.
Is it multicolored?
Yes.
Is it?
What are we on? 2?
Yeah. Is it a monocolored casting cost with extra pips inside the rules text?
No.
That's interesting. Are the colored pips only in the rules text?
Yes.
Is it an artifact?
No.
Non-artifact pips only in the rules text, and it's a permanent.
I think.
Is it a land?
It is. Does that count as a permanent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just opens up a new...
I don't think you understand how many lands there are, so this is about to be really painful for me. So it is multicolored, so it adds more than one. Does it add 3 or more colors?
No.
Okay, so it's 2 colors.
Where are we? 6?
Yeah. Is it a shock land? I.e., does it have the enter, you can pay 2 life, and if you do, it comes in untapped?
No. Can I give an aside? I will give an aside. You have us at 8 questions?
Yeah.
7? Okay. I haven't been paying attention. Griffin has watched me play before, and he gets super frustrated because he says, all I have to do is read the cards, which for him is super easy, but I have trouble because I get lost very quickly. So I'm having to go back and read the cards. You're going to teach me to read the card if we play this game
will
enough.
Force you to read them because I will ask. All right.
I seriously have lost track of how many questions we are. 8?
I'm about to ask my 9th.
This is 13 or 14, 15 questions game we're playing.
Does it have a purchase price of over $100?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. You want me to look that up?
Yes.
All right.
Because
you're keeping track of questions.
So I think I know which set of lands it's from, but if not, I also rule that set out.
Okay, I'll tell you how I'm going to price it so you know. I'm going to go to TCG Player.
Yep.
I'm going to type in, I'm not telling you.
Yep. Type in X card.
And I'm going to look for like a roughly.
Yeah.
All right. And what was your dollar?
Over 100.
No.
Okay, so it's not the tropical islands. All right. There's a set of dual lands from early in Magic that's like tropical island, tundra, things like that.
Very pricey. I think $100 for a card is pretty pricey.
Oh, that's if they're in bad condition.
Okay.
Like they're like that realm of lands.
Okay. It's not that.
Yeah. All right.
So you're at 9?
9.
This might be as hard as your previous game was easy.
That's the thing.
You have to figure out the questions to narrow it down.
Does the name of the card have gate or guild in it?
No.
It's not Gate, not Guild, not Shock, not. So that was my 10th question. I have 3 left. I don't even know what colors it taps for. I'm just trying to figure out which.
We haven't even gotten those, have we?
No, I'm just trying to figure out which set of lands this is from.
I realized that this may have been an unfair pick, but I wanted to try it. And I think someone actually in comments said you should try a land.
I think that would have worked better if you hadn't picked 2-colored land, because this is
Impossible.
the most popular.
I couldn't figure out how a mono green, land. I didn't know how that would play out. Obviously, I didn't know how this would play out either. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I think you're picking a flip card right now. So it's not any of the case.
Am I allowed to give hints? Do you want a hint?
I mean, you really shouldn't.
Okay.
This is just going to be you stumping me.
Okay. Which isn't all bad.
No, it's not all bad, but
for me.
Let's think through this. If you're going to pick a dual color land, you're not picking them. Is it a bounce land? When it enters the battlefield, does it bounce another land to its owner's hand?
I don't see the word bounce,
and I
don't
say
see
return.
No.
That's 11. Let's just keep rolling this out. Is it a double modal face card printed on both sides?
Would it say it on the card? Obviously, I've never seen this card in person.
In the upper left-hand corner of the card, is there a small arrow pointing up or 2 arrows pointing away? All right.
So this is your last?
This is my last question. I have to guess a random 2-colored land.
I think it's 50-50 that I did this right or wrong. You don't even know where to go.
I am so confused right now. I'm just trying to pick. Is it... Okay, let's stay tried and true with Rakdos. Smoldering Marsh?
It's not, but I'm going to give you one more. I think it would count as Rakdos. There's red and black. There's a red and a black pip on the card, and the border, red, black. Bonus question?
I mean, if the border is red and black... All right, this is... Oh, wait. Did you pick the Temple?
No, I picked Luxury Suite. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Add black or red.
All right.
Did I do it wrong?
No, you did it correctly.
Okay. So but there are a gazillion cards.
I'm just going to read off a few Rakdos lands that fulfill every question I had asked.
No, I believe you.
I know, but I'm just going to... Smoldering Marsh, Dragon Skull Summit, Foreboding Ruin, Sulphurous Springs, Luxury Suite, Blaze Mile Verge. Let's hear that one got rolled out. Temple of Malice, Haunted Ridge, Shadowboard Ridge, Graven Cairn.
So, quite a few.
That one would have required...
Okay. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Not sorry.
No, it was...
Sorry, not sorry.
I just got lucky realizing you're going to pick a Rakdos one. I count that as a win.
I didn't know how to answer the color.
Yeah.
Because in the top bar, there is nothing.
Because they don't have a casting cost.
So is it colorless?
So lands are technically colorless, but they are connected to color identity because of the pips they create. And that's how you know whether or not a land is allowed to be played underneath a certain commander.
Could anyone play that, but it would be pointless if you didn't have... So it has to be black, red, or Rakdos?
If a land creates a colored pip, then your commander must have all the pips it creates.
All of them?
All of them.
So that would have to be Rakdos, and I don't know the names. 3
so
colors
like Grixis, which is Rakdos with blue.
Okay.
So it would need to cover everything. That said, if you have a land that just says, make 1 mana of any color, but it doesn't have any pips,
then everything's fair game.
You can play that in any commander.
Okay. All right. Ready to go forward?
Yep. Let's move on from that.
I don't think they'll all be that challenging. All right. Next up. Pass, pay, or proxy mono red commanders. Price between $2.50 and $5. You have 12 cards to choose from. Total value is just over $45, which means I'm giving you a $23 budget. You get 1 proxy, no refunds, no change.
All right. $23 is in the calculator.
All right. Muxus, Goblin Grandee, $5.
This is going to hurt so many people.
There's some really good...
I don't play goblins.
Oh, someone's going to come get you.
Don't get me wrong. I have a stack of good goblin cards in my trade box.
So is that a pass?
Yes, it is a pass.
Fairchild, Betrayer of Kageldor.
What? You said Fairchild?
Yeah.
Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Betrayer of what?
Kjeldor. Did I mess up?
Okay, that makes sense. It's Varchild, VAR.
And oh,
Autocorrect
daggone it.
changed it on you.
I thought I was paying attention to the autocorrect.
I'll pass.
Varchild. I'm just daggone it. Varchild, Betrayer of Kjeldor, $3.
I pass. Nice try.
Thank you. Ilharg, the Raise Boar, $3.
I'll buy.
Slicer, Hired Muscle, $5.
Proxy.
Proxy. Okay. So you're down to $20 and you already used your proxy.
Yes.
Dragon Hawk, Fate's Tempest, $3.50.
So this is a weird card for me because I've been trying to figure out how to build him. He's in my trade box right now. And he's one of those cards where I'm like, it feels like it could be interesting, but I don't know how to make it.
Intriguing, but it hasn't worked.
So I'm actually going to pass on him just because I'm still trying to even conceptualize what to do with him.
Because in real life, you are passing.
Yeah.
That was Dragonhawk.
That was Dragonhawk.
Norin the Wary, $5.
Oh, bye. Norn is so funny.
Auntie Blight, Bad Influence, $3.50.
I will pass.
The Red Terror, $3.
I'll buy the Red Terror.
All right, I'm going to mispronounce this one. Rionia, Fire Dancer. Ryanya, Fire Dancer, $4.
I mean, honestly, close enough. I was expecting it to be further off.
Given my past performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also wasn't sure how it would autocorrect for you.
That's right.
But I'll pass.
All right, 3 more. What do you have left?
I still have 12.
Delina, Wild Mage, $5.
I'm going to pass on Delina for the principle we talked about earlier, actually. I don't like building things that are already prominent or built in my play group.
Okay. I think you can afford the last 2.
I think by definition, the rules of the game, I buy them.
You probably could have afforded that one too. Chiss, Goria, Forge Tyrant, $2.50.
I'll buy.
But you don't want it? Trade box?
Yeah, definitely trade box.
Gornog, the Red Reaper, $3.
Same.
Trade box. You could have bought a lot more. That was it. You could have bought more than you actually did.
I mean, I could have, but...
Okay. I thought there would be more red commanders. I thought I would hit your wheelhouse a little bit more than I did.
Well, that's actually the thing. So Gornog, the Red Reaper.
Yeah.
I currently have him in my do not trade box because he looks like such a fun build. So he is going to be someone I do build. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay. So I didn't get your wheelhouse, but I got
You got cards I do care about or know about, and a lot of it is interesting to me. Just not quite like nail on the head. There was no Kiki Jiki or Plarg and Nasari, but both those are on opposite ends outside the price range you set.
Well, I think we will come back to, I know we will, some of these categories and do different price ranges. So I could see a $5 to $10 red commander or $5 to $10 blue commander. There just need to be enough to make, put you to some decisions.
Makes sense.
All right. Ready for another?
Let's set up, make sure we're good. Let's do this.
All right. Pass Payer Proxy. Colorless Commanders. Price between $4 and $42. I might have broken the game. This is a hard one to put together. You have 12 cards to choose from. Total value, $225. I'm only giving you a $115 budget, not even half. No, that's a little over half. 1 proxy, no refunds, no change.
This is going to be so hard.
This, I don't know. This might work. It might not. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. And I will mispronounce a lot of these. And a lot of them are similar, yes?
Yes.
All
a
right,
lot of them are very similar.
So we'll start with pause. I didn't reorder these at all.
Oh, do you just have it in order of...
Yeah. Usually I go back and...
randomize?
Yeah, a little bit. So that like all the cheaps or all the expensives aren't together.
Fair enough.
Let's get an expensive one down here at the bottom. So you have to worry about it. Working on the fly. You ready?
Let's do this.
Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre?
Yeah.
$40.
We're starting off so strong.
There's some pricey cards on this list.
All right. So if I get that, I don't really need the Emrakuls, but sorry, I know the Titans so well right now. I'm trying to just actually budget for which Titans I would do.
Well, in this category, there are only, like I picked almost all the cards between 4 and 40. So if you know them, you can kind of put the list together in your head and figure out what you want or don't want.
I'm going to go ahead and get this one.
You're buying it.
So subtract 40 from my budget.
That's a big blow. Kozilek, The Great Distortion, $5.
I'll get the coat. I'll get Kazi.
Oh, wow. First syllable basis with these guys.
He was my preeminent colorless commander for a while.
Oh, yeah? Well, here's another one. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, $42.
Oh, I'll pass.
Interesting. Kozilek, The Broken Reality, $8.
Pass.
Ulamog, The Defiler, $31.
Oh, you went for the Defiler, not the Ceaseless Hunger. We will pass on the Defiler.
All right. Ulamog, The Ceaseless Hunger,
I will
$21.
buy.
How'd you know that was coming up? Because you know them.
Yep.
Karn, Legacy Reforged, $7.
This year, I will pass on Legacy Reforged.
Imrakul, The Promised End, $30.
I currently only have $49 left. I know I want... Actually, I don't think I care about Zula Dock. There's Urza's Battlethopter will be useful, but not necessary. Marvin, I think, is going to be outside the price range you're doing. How much is actually left in your price range?
Where are we? I've been waiting for you. We're at The Promised End, right?
Yeah.
$30.
There isn't much.
There are 4 cards after that.
Yeah, I think I know a few of them. I actually do know a few of them are. So I'll get the Promised End for 30.
Okay. How many dollars do you have left?
19.
Imrakul, The World Anew, $10.
So we do the 10. That leaves me with 9. I'd be able to get a Capline Triad. Karn Silver Golem is going to be on the list. I'm going to pass on that. Wait, have I proxied anything?
You haven't. I was just letting you go. You could have totally have proxied The Promised End, but you bought it.
Yeah.
So we're at Imrakul, The World Anew, $10.
All right, we're just going to buy this, and I'm just going to end up proxying like the cheapest card, and you're just...
Laugh at you?
Yeah.
All right, 3 left. Liberator, Ursa's Battlethopter, $4.
I'll buy it.
Okay. What do you have left?
$5.
2 cards left. The Capitoline Triad, $4.
I'll buy.
You
and
did this
I proxy the
perfectly.
last one.
Zuladoc Void Gorger, $23.
Let's go.
All right. That worked out pretty well.
I can't believe I forgot I could proxy.
All right. So that was 2.
As to pass play proxies.
And I did atherosclerosis. Nice. I've done that one. I did Selesnya, last card standing.
So we're on to Gruel, and is it?
Dimir.
Dimir. All right.
Next game, last card standing, winner stays. You only get to keep 1 card. This is Dimir Commander Card Edition.
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
Your first pair, Lazov Dimir Mastermind versus Ramses Assassin Lord.
Guess who has a Lazov Dimir Mastermind
You do.
deck? Yep.
So?
Guess how many clones are in that deck?
A lot.
And so I have gotten like 5 Kakushus. You don't know what that means, but it's like whenever they die, deal 5 damage to each opponent, gain the life. It's a really good card if you have multiple.
So does that mean that you already have the card, you don't want another, and you would rather have Ramses, or is that...
We both know it's going to go up from here in terms
So who
of...
cares?
Like, I don't care. I'm not going to stick with either of these long
Well, we did put one of our recent games, I did set it up incorrectly, in that accidentally I put your...
You put a CDH commander in the first list, so yeah.
Okay, so what's your choice?
I'm going to stick with Lazov.
Oscar Rubbish Reclaimer.
Lazov.
Tegwil Duke of Splendor.
Lazov.
Okay. Vryn the Relentless.
Okay, so Vren is definitely more interesting. I just have yet to actually desire really to build rats, so I'll stick with Lazov.
Tasha the Witch Queen.
Okay, I'm jumping over to Tasha. She's a much more interesting, dynamic political commander, and
You do
get
like your
a lot-
politics.
Yes.
Phoenix, God of Deception.
Phaenax.
You notice every time I see one of these Greek gods, I drop it in for you.
I noticed.
Okay.
I'm sticking with Tasha. I have a Phaenax, and also every time I've tried to build Mill, I get punched in the games more than I normally do just for being
Not
myself.
literally.
No, but
All right. I forgot. Who are you with here?
I'm with Tasha. We just did Phaenax.
The Scarab God. Do you have one right next to you? Are you pulling one up?
I'll stick with Tasha. Yeah, I just built zombies.
Okay.
You've seen me working on this deck.
Yes, but I don't look over your shoulder when you are.
That's fair.
Wilhelt the Rot Cleaver.
All right, I'll grab a Wilhelt because I actually don't have one, and that would fit my zombie deck.
Okay. Now I'm curious if Wilhelm runs the table here. Leela, Cunning Conqueror.
I'm going to stick with Wilhelm.
Lord of the Nazgul.
Sticking with Wilhelm.
Last one. I think this is the most popular one in the
Are
category.
you going with Yuriko?
Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow.
I'm sticking with Wilhelm. There are already 2 or 3 Yuriko decks in my LGS pods.
So you're in good shape.
We don't
you talked
need
about
more
this
of them.
before, right?
Yeah, if
House rules.
so
you
much,
try not to do too many of the same.
and I definitely adhere to this more than everyone else, or not everyone else, but most people, just because the amount of time I spend deck building and the amount of decks I have built, it would not be fair of me to be like, and I'm going to capitalize all the commanders.
Right.
No,
That seems fair.
but
Or consider it. How
it
about
seems
that?
very
Consider
well
it.
understood. I will do that with at least one Rakdos commander per set. I am just going to say, when this set comes out,
It's mine.
I'm like, the day I can get that commander, I go to the store already having built the entire deck,
Really?
needing the commander and some
All right.
sleeves.
Calling dibs.
Yes.
All right. Last game of the week.
All right.
You ready?
Yes, let's do this.
Last card standing. Winner stays. You only get to keep one card. This is the Gruel Commander Card Edition.
This is going to be fun.
I see some names already I'm going to have a real problem with. I'm going to start with one. Zalortha, Strength Incarnate versus Savella, Ice Shaper.
Svella is interesting. Okay, dinosaur guy. No, going with Svella.
Okay. Do you not like dinosaurs?
So I don't have anything against dinosaurs. It's just I remember him as dinosaur guy because I have a copy in my trade box and I look at it all the time, but his ability does nothing for me.
Okay. Wart, the Raid Mother.
Wart can go off.
Jolene, the Plunder Queen. I just like that name.
Me too.
Jolene, a little Dolly Parton here, the Plunder Queen. That's got a nice ring to it.
We're doing some Jolene.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Wart is more combo-tastic and interesting in that way. Jolene is bribery and punching people.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
The Howling Abomination.
We're sticking with Jolene.
Wolverine, best there is. I know you're going to have some comments or at least some opinions of people watching this. Dolly Parton versus... Oh, sorry.
It's Dolly Parton versus... The Wolverine is a good card. It's
However,
not my play style.
So Jolene?
I'm sticking with Jolene in part because there is the no resale rule.
No resale rule. Well, actually, this is the game where theoretically I might buy you the winner, right? Like the last card standing.
But I'm more.
You still can't resell it.
Yeah, if I can't resell it, then I'm going to go with the card I'm going to enjoy playing more.
Is Wolverine worth a lot more on the secondary market?
8 times as much.
Okay.
Jolene goes for $550, somewhere in there.
But all our
Wolverine's
games so
about
far are
40.
all about playability.
Yeah.
Right.
And if we're going pure playability, I'm sticking with Jolene.
All right. Xenagos, God of Revels.
Yes. Wine drunk Dionysus who wants to fight.
That might be up your alley.
It is. I'm sticking with Jolene.
Okay.
But Xenagos' energy reminds me of some of the frat boys I see in the working service industry.
I bet that's true. Chishiro, the Shattered Blade.
Jolene holds on.
Wow. Bello, Bard of the Brambles. Again, I just like that name. That's a fun one.
That is. I have a Bello in my trade binder.
Okay. That doesn't bode well for it.
No.
Okay.
If I'm going to build enchantment or vehicle or artifact tribal around a raccoon, I'll wait for them to make a rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. I'm with you.
Like, Bello just isn't the one I'm going to be building.
Omnath, Locus of Rage.
So, no, but that's because there are, let's see here, Omnath, Locus of Creation, Omnath, Locus of All. Like, there's an Omnath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 colors. I actually have the most issue with Omnath's Locus of Rage. It's just not my playstyle. Every other one has a really fun payoff that I can use.
Do you have the Rakdos Omnath?
No. So it goes green, red, green, red, green.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, geez. Locus of the Royal is, I think, yeah, red, green,
Locus
blue.
of Rage. Okay.
Yeah, so it goes green, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, white.
I see what you're saying.
This is the one I just most dislike playing as or playing with.
Okay. So we're still with Jolene.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing very well. All right. Again, here's another one I just like saying. Raga Draga Gorgut's boss.
We're sticking with Jolene. Rad Draga is such a good. It's one of the few power-ups to Mana Dorks that I think actually works in a good way.
Okay.
I could build it, but it seems like a very plain build to me.
So this is the last one. This will be a huge upset, I think, if Jolene comes all the way through. Yes? In some ways?
I mean, did you pick Tovalar?
No, I picked Kibo Tabi Prince. It's one of the most popular.
It is. Jolene.
Wow. Okay. I kind of love it.
You love picking the cute animals, and I'm just like, nah, we're going to throw money and punches at problems.
Okay. It shows you what I know.
I actually thought you might have. I was thinking, like, I was waiting for you to say Atali Primal Conqueror.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pick that one. I don't have a real rhyme or reason.
Like,
sorry. I haven't figured this out yet.
That's fine.
Okay.
It makes it fun for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
you do not know what I'm picking.
I still would have
Obviously.
said no to Atali Primal Conqueror, but
You would have or would not have?
I would have because
You still would have picked Jolene.
So I have Atali Primal Conqueror on that table over there,
I believe you.
and I am 50 cards into building the deck for it.
Okay.
So
You want a Jolene.
Jolene I don't have. Jolene
right.
I think I can build to be really interesting.
All right. Well, there you go. Fun game week.
That's great. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us for the third week of games for our third game week. Please join us again next week. And if you enjoyed this, there will be short versions on all of our social media platforms. Thank you and have a good one.